Good morning, everybody, and it is definitely a morning. You might be able to hear my little air conditioning unit going off in the background, and if you can, I apologise. Hello, Bad Hairline Productions. Why don't I say hello to everyone in the chat before I do anything else? Ooh, hello to Paginator, in with first. Hello to my goodness, the chat's moving too quickly. Hello to Wolfskin as well. Hello to Caphead. Hello there. Hello to Plu as well. Hi, stream starting soon. Piano in the background and text on screen. Damn, addressing them by full name. Says Cap. My goodness, thank you very much for the resubscription, Wolfskin. Lovely to have you this morning. Hello, Human 2.0. Lovely to have you in as well with another woo. And you guys have started a hype train. Good morning, Mollypod. Why do I have a trombone in the background? If you watch the other streams, you'd know. EP Wolf Noises. Hello, good morning. Well, okay. Well, you did start a hype train and everything. So, Wolfskin and Mollypod, if there's anything that you would like me to play, I'm supposed to be doing practice. I'm not supposed to be taking requests. But you two have kicked off a hype train. So if there's anything that you would like me to play this morning, feel free. Bonus points if it's from an animated film, because that's what we're doing today. The wedding that I am playing at 3 p.m. today is all animated film music, which I'm very excited about, because they've asked for Lilo and Stitch, they've asked for Test Drive, they've asked for Cars, they've asked for Tangled, they've asked for Brave, and then they've just been like, fill it out. If it's Disney, make a man out of you. My goodness, it is first thing in the morning. Okay, fine. This one goes out to Mollypod. And Wolfskin, you can decide what you want as well. This is basically a theme stream, I guess. This is how to wake up. I don't want to wake up. It's kind of Disney themed. It's. I've said Disney because it's easier than saying animation, but it's like they've asked for some Disney Pixar stuff too. All right, this one goes out to Mollypod. stuck the landing. Oh, thank you for all the little emojis, guys. If you can pull off test drive from How to Train Your Dragon, probably one of my favorites. Or romantic. Well, Wolfskin test drive is actually what they've asked for the signing of the register. So yes, I will happily play that for you as a thank you for this lovely little hype train. Thank you very much, Plu, as well, for jumping in on that hype train. How can I make key target at Oz? Plus lyrics, I love it. Plu, I'll tell you how. See if the Adelaide Fringe want to employ me to do my thing. Yes. I'll tell you what I'll do as well, guys. I keep forgetting I can do this now. There you go. We'll put the iPad mirror up so you guys can see what I'm doing this morning as well. Oh, I've not... the chat's a little wonky there, isn't it? Shall I fix that? Is that better? Is that where it's supposed to be? I feel like... maybe we put it at the top. Maybe I do this instead. Something like this. Sorry, I don't normally edit things live, but I think that looks a bit better. Wonky chat, that's just my face. Molly Pods, don't be rude about your face. I love your face. Maybe that? I don't know. What do you think, chat? Where should it go? And where should the alerts go? I don't know. The alerts are currently in the wrong place as well, so let's stick them up there. Yeah, that'll do. Now I cannot understand what you're playing. I have no experience with the piano. I mean, yeah, there's just blobs on lines, isn't it? Okay, right. Thank you very much for the lurk, Human 2.0. I hope you're having a good morning. Right, this is test drive. This one goes out to Wolfskin. I might have to do this one a couple of times and practice it a little bit because it was a little bit sloppy when I did it on Piano Quest the other day. But we'll see how it comes out. And my doorbell is going off. Give me 2 seconds, chat. I'm so sorry. That was a waste of time. Right. Anyway, where was I? What did I miss? Are you going to play trombone? I don't play the trombone. It just happens to be there. Yes, with my bum, says Mollypod. Gross. I'll be here and judge you for the original rendition. I need to go to a meeting at 10:30, so might not make the practicing improvement. Well, Wolfskin, I apologise for the delay. Let's get this done. Choo-choo! Yeah, test drive. There's a little bit in the middle there that I'm just like, how do we do this? Yeah. Weird little run. Do you have a foot pedal for turning pages, or does it detect roughly when you are and do it by itself? The middle's a little messy, but considering this is written for an orchestra and then arranged with the piano, it's not perfect. I mean, honestly, that middle section I played perfectly, but like, if you remember what's happening there in the film, like, it's not fun. Like, they're basically like, and yes, I have a foot pedal for turning pages. It's an iRig Blue Turn. It's listed in my equipment down below. But the you can set, if you set a metronome going on 4-score, you can tell it to turn the page after a certain number of bars, which is really cool. So it can sort of auto turn at the roughly the right time, but I use the foot pedal for it, just to keep my hands free. I find it helps, but like, this middle section is fine. But like, and I am adding stuff more than is necessarily written, but that's just my style. I'll be moving next week. I have to take everything from the basement, so I'll be here lurking. No worries, Cap. I hope we can be a suitable soundtrack to your moving. Mollypod says that is so smart. What, the foot pedal or the adding stuff? I don't know. But the foot pedal is how I turn pages, and it even has a little page turn animation, which is cute. Yes, the foot pedal. It's Bluetooth, and the battery in it lasts for absolutely forever. I hope you're all hydrating well. Here in London, it is going to be 30 degrees today. Whew. The metronome thing is dope. Yes, so 4-score as an app is incredible, because it just, like, if you want it to do a thing, it can just do hydrating with Mollypod. My parents watch these streams. How dare you? It's so distracted. It's going to be like 30 degrees here in London for the next 10 days. So I hope you're all hydrating suitably. Dip Chow says, this is the first thing I saw when I joined the stream. And on that note, I would like to shout out one of my wonderful mods. She is grossly irresponsible as a mod, but she's an excellent streamer, so you should go give her a follow if you haven't already. How are you doing, Dip Chow? Paginator wants feet. My goodness. You got 20 followers from 2K? 2K is huge. Is huge. I remember hitting 500 followers recently. My goodness. Metronome does probably get annoying if you have pieces with arbitrarily long breaks. I presume so it'll turn pages in strict time. Yeah, but when you turn a page, you don't necessarily need it turning at a strict time. You kind of read ahead, memorize the last couple bars of a page, and then you just sort of turn it around the time that you're getting there, so you can continue to read ahead. You're a computer guy, right? It's kind of like a buffer. Like when you put stuff, like when a music player puts audio data into the ready to play bit, so that if it gets stuck, there's like a backup section of stuff, if that makes sense. In Stockholm, it's about 20. Some great weather. That sounds lovely. I want Stockholm weather right now. Okay, right. Bridal entrance. This is Touch the Sky from Brave. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and just playing this as is, which is a very fiddly piece, to be honest. What are the blue spots? I'm so glad you asked, Human 2.0. These are what are called, I think they're called links. Yeah, they are links, and when you press them, I've set them to go to certain spaces and glow yellow to tell me where on the page I need to be. And that's when I take requests, that's how I do it so fast. I will throw whatever sheet music I've got in Fourscore, very quickly read through it, find the, how do you know it's blue? Blue is the one color I can see, Mollypod. And I will find those places where I need to jump back, put those buttons in so that as I'm reading it, I don't have to find like where to jump back to. It's like an automatic sort of, this is where you are. So I can read it kind of like a book, sort of like a script. And it's just to take an element out of like the reading to make it easier to sight read. Does that make sense? Because like when you're sight reading professionally, anything that you can do in the 3 minutes before you play is going to make a massive difference. Yeah, I remember the reading ahead stuff from when I learnt the piano and did music theory. At least while with singing, my hands tend to be free. So if I need to sight sing, I don't tend to need to turn too much ahead of time. Anyway, yeeting off to my meeting now. Have fun. Have fun, Wolfskin. Mwah. See you soon. How fast is this? I'm just going to play a little clip of it. I've got desktop audio off at the moment because YouTube shouts at me when I try and publish the VODs. If I have it on. It's quick. Oh, this is very quick. I doubt I'm going to play it that quick for a bridal entrance, but let's learn the piece as is first so that we can deconstruct it into a bridal entrance. That's hard. Okay, let's give this a go. Let's give this a sight read. Brave is a great film. I really like it, Mollypod. I think it's like the perfect combo of like sort of Scottish and Celtic culture and silliness, and I love it. Yeah, this is a really, really cool piece. It moves, really moves. So we're going to have to try and deconstruct this in such a way that we maintain that sort of like Celtic lilt without losing like the sentimentalness of a traditional sort of bridal entrance. Why do I imagine the bride speed running down the aisle to this? Yeah. Paginated lurking. Thank you very much for the lurk. My goodness. Thank you, Mollypod. Appreciated. Here we go. Okay, let's deconstruct the melody first. Okay, so one of the surefire ways to make something sound like really Scottishy is a lot of like fifths. So in the left hand, I'm just doing these and just highlighting the chords. You can see some of the chord labels are like D5. All 5 means is like the 1 and the 5 and no 3 in the middle, so not major or minor, like an open 5th chord. I'm just playing the bare minimum of the melody and these 5ths. Little extension in there, a couple extra notes. Little depth here. I don't know how much of this I need to play, but let's imagine there's lots of bridesmaids and they're very slow. And we've got this little interlude here. So I've moved from doing just open 5ths in the left to 1, 5 and 10. So we've still got that open 5th in the bottom, but we've got these like thirds highlighting the chords. A little bit less Celtic, but still. That timeout was deserved. I'm just pissing you guys off. Cap, well, there's only so many times we can time you out before we have to ban you, so please behave. Mollypod, you play it so well. Thank you. What if she's not at all sentimental, just super excited to run down the aisle? Then I will play it as I played it before. I've done weddings now. My first ever wedding was when I was 12, and I've yet to see a bride want to run down the aisle. So, yeah. Yeah, so little grace notes like that, little, if you noticed. That there. Also very, very Celtic. Sort of like reminiscent of like Scottish flutes and tin whistles and things like that. I've been at one wedding before. Good for you. And then just take the texture back up. Because this is the chorus, so anyone that knows the song will hear the words here. I will ride, I will fly, chase the wind and touch the sky. This is the title. And then this is this little na-na thing. Like a lot of sort of folk music, you get these little instrumental bits. Now this is a tricky thing here, because the melody, so you've got the na 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 na, but the melody's doing this and touch the sky. It just sort of holds this big note. And obviously on a piano, like, the notes decay. So if you want them to continue like that, you have to sort of keep reiterating them. So I think what I want to do is kind of double the melody with that note. Sort of like... sort of hide it under that. Like that. So I'm basically just ignoring the ties. And then we sort of die down here. So what would that sound like altogether? That's a bit much. And I can just... The nice thing about this, because it's a folk melody, it doesn't change key, like it doesn't do anything exciting, super exciting harmonically, so like the sections can all be sort of chopped and changed. So this ending section, how long is this? That'll just go on whenever she gets to the front, I think. So much of like bridal entrances is just improvising the structure until it's time to stop. That's the true art. Honestly, I would too be charging down the aisle like a fucking track star. Oh my gosh. Just hold them like on a violin. That's not how piano works. The first ever wedding I ever went to was a Greek wedding when they stuck money on the bride and groom. And the next wedding I went to was like, when will they stick money on the bride? I was confused child. Hello, Miss DJ Modius. Mollypod, I did a Sri Lankan wedding last year, and it was in a garden. It was like it's almost like a secret garden sort of like type thing, sort of like high brick walls and beautiful sort of like hedges and flowers around with a little bandstand in the middle for the actual wedding. And I remember sort of being set up there and having like a massive extension reel out for my piano and playing out like in the sun, hay fever going absolutely mad. And I just remember right at the end of the ceremony, they sort of walked down the aisle very, very slowly, but the guests beat them to the end of the garden and start shouting, "No money, no honey." So the groom has to pay off the wedding guests in order to escape with his bride. That's like a thing in, I want to say South Asian weddings. I don't know if it's like a specific part of South Asia or what, but it was just no money, no honey. And of course the money he's actually paying them with is like paper, fake money out of like a suitcase. So it's all just pageantry, but it's really funny. Because I was stood there, I was just like, well, I can't leave. That's the only entrance in and out of this garden, and the entire wedding party is standing in it. This is honest, it feels like a bit of a fire hazard, to be honest. But it was really funny. Miss DJ Modius, you are joining us with a little bit of wedding prep for a wedding I've got today up in Hertfordshire, which I'm very excited about because they've asked for all songs from animated films. So I need to put together some repertoire for the drinks reception as well. Let's have a look at this intro and find a way to like... How do we make this intro wedding-y? Because right now we've got... such a good song, isn't it? It's such a good song. Oh, it's just so powerful. I've been here since the beginning, just been quiet. It's too cool that they wanted animated film music. I know, I love it. I've done a few nerd weddings in my time. There was one I'll always remember was she walked down to Sparkle, Your Name, but because of some issues with rain and things, it was another outdoor ceremony. She had to get taken in a golf cart all the way down to the far end of the grounds. We were on the steps of this manor house, and she was walking up the grounds as her aisle for a full 4 minutes whilst I was playing. And I was like, she can't even hear me playing. And like this entire wedding party just stood there staring at her for 4 minutes and listening to me play it. And I was like, I'm going to have to play the whole freaking thing. Which, if you remember, is it's like, it's that one. Which is, it's not an easy piece, my goodness. But they had Avatar's Love from Avatar as well, the Last Airbender, for the signing of the Register 2. And they walked out to Accidentally in Love from Shrek 2, and it was really cute. And yeah, but I'll never forget that wedding. That was a really cool one. Right, I think we just sod this intro, because this intro is all about like driving up sort of this D5 kind of tension into the... It's just all about like that, but we don't want it big. So I think we just sort of play on this sort of D5. We riff on this. So it's literally just something like, or maybe even just like a bell sort of thing. Yeah, I think that's the answer. I think literally, like, please stand for blah, blah, blah. Because there's always a bit of noise when people are standing up as well. I'll just bring that down. Bring the fifths in. That's one of the bridesmaids. Here comes another. Add some depth. Let's say the bride enters here. And then just really save these notes for when she's in. Just give it a bit of grandiose, you know. Add some sus9s in there. Good, sweet. Don't fuck it up. And then let's say she gets to the front there. I'll probably still do the chorus. Because it's a problem if it's too short, but it's not really a problem if it's too long. And then skip to the ending. Something like that. Something like that. But like, so many of those decisions have to be made in the moment when you're doing like a wedding entrance. So people are just like, oh, like playing bridal entrances is the easy thing because you just like simplify the piece. No, Absolutely not. It is much, much more difficult than people give it credit for, because it's the art of reducing a piece down to its bare bones, in that style at least. And that's assuming that's even what the bride wants. What is amazing to me is how many weddings I've played where the bride and groom have employed me, been like, this is the piece that we want, and then not asked me for any recordings, and then just turned up on the day and had it live. And I'm just like, I really hope that was what you wanted, because like all I got was a name of a piece, and they were like, it was perfect. And I was like, cool. I must be at least okay at what I do. Yeah, it depends what's going on. You slate improv. Stop. There are definitely people that are better. Okay, right, we got those down. So, signing of the register, they've asked for 2 pieces. They've asked a test drive, which I will probably start with, because it's quite hefty and things. People talk during the signing of the register, so I'm not worried about like it being too loud or anything like that. Hey Melo No Lilo is from Lilo and Stitch. And I had to listen to it, and all I remember about it is it has a kids choir and it's got a lot of key changes. But let me just have a very quick listen to the first bit of it. It's this. Okay. Right. Let's just give this a go through as is and see what we end up with. And actually, like, the way that this is written, there's a lot of sort of like metric changes and things. It's really cool, this piece. Like, good morning, Heart Station. We are prepping for a wedding. So this piece is really, really cool. It's got a lot of like sort of metric changes. It's very, very, very sort of like laced with Hawaiian culture, which is great. I have no idea what a lot of these words mean. That spoken bit at the end is interesting, because I'm not going to be able to do that. So we've got to find a way to play around that. But this is for during the signing of the register, so I can kind of go to town on the actual playing for this, which is nice. Let's see what happens if we just play this as written. realized the mic was muted. I think we just skipped that ending. Okay, so we've got a lot of key changes. We've got a lot of like, it's a very uplifting song. It's got a lot of, I think what it needs is just different textures in each of the sections to keep it sort of moving rather than me just sort of like bashing through it. Don't mind me just enjoying the music while I make coffee. Well, this is Coffee and Chill, so here's to coffee. Oh. Good morning. So we got to chill it out a little bit at the beginning, which is quite tricky because it's got this sort of like, yeah. Again, it's got this kind of like sort of folk drone plus melody sort of vibe going on, which is great. Like, Rex, you voice act, right? Yes, I used to do a lot of voice acting and things. Now my voice acting is limited to D&D games and shit posting on stream. I quite like this. It's got like wedding voluntary sort of like, yeah, it's got like wedding voluntary sort of vibes. The stings you post in Discord are great. Thank you very much. I edit those prior to my D&D games each week. Basically, like they are a summary of what happened in the previous like sort of 3-hour session. Lol, that made me giggle. The last comment. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's got like, I'm trying to think of a, you know, like the wedding march has like the, it's this, isn't it? Like that sort of like opening voluntary of the wedding march, it gives me, that's the vibe that I'm going for with this first section. An announcement from Mollypod. Good. Should we try that again? Good morning, you fabulous bitch. It's time to have an amazing day. Is that what you were after? Is that what you hoped it would be? I love that. All right, so we're going for like wedding voluntary sort of opening on this, which is setting in the register so we can chill it out a little bit, and then we'll go for that sort of a drone, and then we just got to pull it back and we got to keep sitting on it until, what's the last key change? D flat. So we got to pull it. Yeah, I think we can let it go a little bit when we get to this A major section because it's going to pull back automatically on here. That's got wedding voluntary sort of written all over it as well, the way that I'm harmonizing it with the open intervals. It sounds like an ad for a porno. How dare you, Cap? I am wholesome, I am clean. Okay, let's give this a go. Keep this simple. Resist that temptation. And then drop it. Let the depth do the work for us. Too soon. So keep that all nice and level. Take it up here. Harmonize the chords. Move is that left hand a bit? So we're adding motion but not, and thickness, but not too much volume. And then we can add some here. We need to play it right. And then we've got keep this light and happy, not too heavy. And then back off here. Maybe that section again, but with like longer. Yeah, here we go. And then that's how we end it. That is how we end it. Because we can't do the ending as it was originally written. We just need to take that section back again and just like pull the rhythms out of it and just let that melody sort of sing again. There we go. We solved it. We solved it. Hey, how are you? Hello, P1. We did some work. We got a wedding today nearby. How is everyone? I don't know, actually. How is chat? Chat, how are you? Tell P1. I'm good. I'm just working on these wedding tunes. They've asked for a lot of like animated film stuff, which is very, very fun. This is what I like with music. I'm glad. Okay. Shaboom. Now, this is a song I actually know. Improvising for the situation. Yes, this is what I like with music. Yeah, this is what I do, is make things up as we go. Like, the thing is, if you just want a piece played exactly like a certain way, why are you employing a live musician? You should be playing back a recording. That I do strongly believe that. Like, I don't think there is much to be gained. If you want it played an exact way, there is nothing to be gained by having a live musician. You should record it yourself or commission someone to record it the exact way that you want it and have it played back. If you're having a live musician, you have the benefit of them responding to the situation, the vibe and the energy of the room. And that is so much more powerful than people give it credit for. Enjoying the time together. Okay. We've got an ad break coming up, so I'm actually going to run that before we start this wedding exit shaboom. But what I would like in the next couple of minutes, if anyone's floating around out there, I need more songs from animated films to play during the wedding drinks reception. I have a few ideas, but I would love some suggestions from the chat as to things to add in there as well. Bonus points for like romantic stuff, but it doesn't have to be. As an example, I'm going to throw in When Will I See You Again from Wreck-It Ralph. But I'm also throwing in things like Part of Your World and A Whole New World and Beauty and the Beast and like all those traditional lovey-dovey ones. Toy Story for Enemy. Exactly. So if you're not subscribed, you're about to see up to 3 minutes of ads. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'll still be here in the chat. And you can like suggest Disney and animated film songs to me, much like everyone else. And watching the ads supports the channel. It means that when people come in, they don't have to see ads for the first time, and I really appreciate what you do. Like take the opportunity to have a bio break, have some like hydration, especially in this weather in the Northern Hemisphere. And I will see you in 3 minutes. The love song in Robin Hood. What? So Tangled at Last I See the Light is actually their first dance at Molly Pod, so I can't use that one. But that one did occur to me as well. Okay, let's start writing these down. Toy Story, You Got a Friend in Me. Yeah, I think that's... I don't think I've ever played that one, you know. It's one of those ones that, like, I know it quite well. Which version? Probably that one. Yeah. Let's make sure we've got the buttons in. Yeah, it's a surprisingly tricky tune, actually. It really moves. Randy Newman is a far better pianist than people give him credit for. Married Life from Up, I actually have in here already, Miss DJ Modius. It's a great suggestion. What is the love song in Robin Hood? What am I missing there? Let me just go to Spotify. Robin Hood love song. What's it called? From the animated film, I'm assuming, rather than the Prince of Thieves one. Let's see. Walt Disney Robin Hood soundtrack. What is it called? Is it just called Love? A Whole New World, I have already. Thank you, Miss DJ Modius. Great suggestion. Okay. You know what? I'm down for learning something new. Robin Hood Love. Let's see if it comes up. Five-finger piano. Oh. My goodness. These are the only arrangements of it. Maybe not, just because there isn't a decent chart for it and I can't be bothered to make that one up. P1 says, you can find it on YouTube easily, no idea if it's on Spotify. I think I found it, P1. I think that's the one. What happens if I just put in Disney? Start naming Disney films, guys. Let's. Oh, of course, How Far I'll Go needs to go in there from Moana. Trying to steer away from like villain songs and things because they don't work as well. Cap says work song by Hosey. It's using a live action romance film. I don't know if it'll work. It's worth a try. Cap, we are looking at animated films specifically, and based on the list that you can see here, I don't think a Hosier tune is going to fit in this particular set list. What about Belle from Beauty and the Beast? Just trying to think of. Certainly Be Our Guest needs to go in there. Yeah, let's just go through Be Our Guest. Let's go through the films we've already got. Is that the right version of that song? My goodness, it is a big tune. Yeah, I think that's a great one, especially for a wedding. Do I have Belle already? I don't. Oh, Hunchback of Notre Dame as well. Friends on the Other Side. It's a jolly villain song. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not for a wedding. Is this it? I'm gonna have to try this one. Yeah, this is the one, isn't it? I've never played this, so that intro is extensive. It's got spoken sections. We might have to. Maybe we'll do this one. It's quite long. Ooh. It keeps going. How many pages is this? My God. Okay, we're going to have to try that one if we're going to do it, because I think it's not the easiest tune in the world. But it would be nice to add it to the repertoire. Where did that one even start? There. Oh my word, is it 18 pages? It might be 18 pages. Everything Good in Shrek. That is not a bad shout, Mollypod. Can't Stop the Feeling from Trolls. Yeah, actually, that's a really great shout. Let me put that one in as well. Let me concentrate on Belle first. Thank you, chat. This is all very helpful. So this is how the buttons work. You go to links and then you put in a button like that. I know there's a DS in here as well because I can see the symbol. I don't put them in for repeats on the same page. I don't tend to anyway. So the coder is on that page. Where is the to coder? Where is... Oh, it's there. Have we got any more past that point? There's one there, that's fine, that's on the same page. And then nothing. Welcome back from the ad break, guys. We are just adding more songs. So we had Morgan, thank goodness I caught the stream. Hello, welcome. Everything good in Shrek. Oh, Can't Stop the Feeling is what I said as well, wasn't it? Can't Stop. That one I definitely have. Great shout. Human 2.0 said it, everything in Shrek. Ah, I see. There must be something in Shrek. Accidentally in Love is the big one. Holding Out for a Hero might be too intense. Smash Mouth's not really the vibe for a wedding. Certainly Accidentally in Love. Oh, Hallelujah, actually, is a great shout. From the original Shrek. I think that's a great tune. Gonna lurk while I build some Lego. Have fun, P1. Don't forget the lurk command. There's lots of songs in Trolls 2 that are very well known, but I don't know the subsequent Trolls films that well, and those songs tend to be more popular from being pop songs than they do from being from animated films. The song that Fiona sings that makes the bird explode, Paginator, why are you like this? Why? True Love's first kiss in Shrek 1. I'm trying to stick to like the more well-known stuff if we can, guys. Stuff that like people are going to hear and be like, oh, that from this film, right? You got to remember that it's like with the wedding drinks, it's background music for a very, very wide-ranging audience. It is a lovely tune. It's also 30 seconds long, so no. Can You Feel the Love Tonight? I do have that in there, although Just Can't Wait to Be King is a great one. Do I have it? I don't have that one. Have I never done Just Can't Wait to Be King? My word. And Under the Sea. Like, we're talking Disney classics at this point. Oh, the Lava Song! Oh, Mollypod, that's actually a really good shout. That's a really, really good shout. Yes, we'll come back to that in a second. I have done this song in a piano bar before. It went all right. The drummer didn't know it that well, and that's fine. But it was fun. I See the Light from Tangled. Morgan Moonlight, that is the bride and groom's first dance. So it's already in the list, but I won't be able to use it for the wedding breakfast. I just can't wait to be king. There we go. You absolutely have the skills to flesh it out into full track. You just don't want to make me happy. Correct, Pargination. I've decided that you need to be miserable today. No, I'm like, I have several gigs a week to do without needing to make up a whole bunch of music, when it is a much easier thing to just play music that people already know and will enjoy and will yield a better result. Under the Sea. What else did we say? The Lava Song. Do I have that? I don't think I do. I actually really love that song. What's it called? I Lava You or something like that? Or is it just called Lava? I hope it exists. Lava from Lava. I think I know this well enough to be able to do it from this. Should we try it? Let's try this one, chat, actually. Yeah, I know this. Sweet Dreams by Annie Lennox. I think that song is more well known for being a pop song than it is known for being from an animated film. I'm trying to stick to ones from like that are like, this song is from an animated film. When people hear it, they'll be like, it's from this film, rather than songs that have been used in films, if that makes sense. This kind of sounds like this line is like, oh my word, the frickin' Land Before Time. How did I not think of that? And okay, what we're gonna do? We're gonna put Lava in here, and we're gonna take. Oh, what's the song from the credits of the first Land Before Time film? This is entirely selfish on my part, but it is a gorgeous song. Um, oh, it's like Linda Ada or something sings it, and it's beautiful. Um, okay, Kiss the Girl. Yes, that's a great shout as well. How did I miss that one? I'm gonna need to put that one in. There's a lot of Disney that isn't in my iPad because I've only ever played it sort of briefly, never sort of played it seriously. Oh, that's an actual piano version of it. Let's take the... Oh, my gosh. There are 3 versions of this. We're going to take the original animated film rather than the Broadway or the live-action film one. Oh, that's gone badly. Let's try that again. Kiss the Girl is a great shout. Thank you very much for that one. I guess I should do Circle of Life as well. Is anime used for this event? No. They haven't asked for anything remotely anime, which is why I've not included anything anime so far. Otherwise, I would have put Sparkle Your Name in here. Is it warm where you are? Yes, roughly 30 degrees, to be honest. Well, not yet, but it will be. I have the window closed, curtains closed, and an air conditioning unit blasting me, so I apologize if you can hear that. Is this a friend's wedding? No, P1, it is not. This is a professional engagement booked through an agent that I very, very dearly like working with, called Mr. H. He has employed me to do the wedding ceremony, the wedding drinks, and then to do some guitar DJ jamming over the evening party, which is great because looking at the tunes that they've picked for that looks really fun as well. But that evening sort of shindig is very much me just kind of like noodling on a guitar over the top of like actual tracks, which is great fun. Yeah. Imagine if the couple found this stream. I would be thrilled if they did, because then they could hear what they're getting like beforehand. I have my fans on, windows open, and bloody hot, and I am dying. May I suggest be prepared from the Lion King for the inevitable divorce? JK, good vibes only. I'm glad you understand what you did wrong there, P1. Okay, Hunchback of Notre Dame has some incredible music. I want to put God Help the Outcasts in there, but I think Out There has got to go in. Somewhere Out There from Five All Goes West. My goodness. That is... The bride and groom will be about the right age to maybe get this one. I don't know if anyone in chat will get this. You might know it if you've watched Community. It's a beautiful song. Someone's thinking of me and loving me tonight. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous song. Does Wall-E have any songs? I think it does, but I think it's like a really old... I remember there being a really old song in it that's like played on a TV or something and it comes back later. But again, that's a song that's used in an animated film rather than a song that's characteristically from it. Love Five-All, not Shadows Closer. Yes, Miss DJ Radius, someone got it. What is the one from The Land Before Time, guys? Can someone Google that for me? If we hold on together, that's it. That's The Land Before Time. My goodness, this song makes me want to cry. Oh. Yes, thank you, Molly Pod. Isn't it gorgeous? James Horner was a genius. And then the chorus goes like this. Oh. Oh. Tarzan! Mollypod, you genius! Thank you very, very much. Yes, absolutely Tarzan. Let me also add, when will I see you again? Is it when can I see you again? Oh my god, from Wreck-It Ralph. Tarzan, absolutely, yes. I had the most touching experience in the piano bar last Friday. A man came up to me and requested You'll Be in My Heart from Tarzan, and he asked for the Brent Morgan cover of it rather than like the original thing. And I was like, oh, okay, I will have a listen and see if this is a thing I can do. I know this song well enough to do this from a lead sheet, that's fine. So he came up to me and I was just like, this song actually means a lot to me. It's for my wife. And I was like, oh, she died 4 years ago. Oh, yeah. And he was just like, and you know, I know it's 4 years ago, but I'm still having like a really hard time dealing with it. I was like, oh my God, this is a lot of pressure. Yeah. And I did it. I will play you that version of it actually because it's a really really lovely version of that song. And the guy, he tipped me to play the song immediately and then came up and tipped me again afterwards as a thank you, and then proceeded to tip two more songs, one of which was Simply the Best, which holds a very special place in my heart because I played that for my grandma's funeral, so that one meant a lot to me too. And what was the other one? I don't remember what the third one he asked for was, but it was something boppy, and I was like, yes, absolutely. My nan loves that song too, Simply the Best. I think it's a really, really excellently written tune. I think it's one of the greatest songs ever written. When can I see you again? What did we say? Tarzan. So You'll Be in My Heart. So I think... Yeah. So the Brett Morgan version of this... Did I put buttons? I'd put buttons in this. So the original of this is like, it's cool. It's it's got that sort of like jungle sound. So it's got that sound to it, right? Okay, you need to hydrate in this weather. Thank you very much for the reminder to hydrate. So, the Brett Morgan version of this is much more sentimental, and I had a quick listen to it, like, and I only managed to listen to the first minute of it before it was my turn to play, and I just had to improvise the rest. But it goes like this. Yeah. Now, put that in context. A man has come up to me and paid me to play that version of this song. Bear in mind, I had to sing it as well. And I'm there on stage just like, I have never felt this much pressure in my life, and I've never wanted to cry during a song so much in my life. My goodness. My goodness. I hope some of you are crying. Honestly, I'm tearing up just thinking about that moment because it was really, really touching. And it was right at the start of a 7-hour shift at this piano bar as well. So I was like, I got to leave myself somewhere to go, you know? But absolutely, yes, that is going in today. I feel like there's other songs from Tarzan that are great as well. Isn't Son of Man from Tarzan? And Stranger Like Me as well. I don't think that's a very good chart, actually. I think I might try and find a better one of that. Yeah, I'm not convinced that that's like an accurate chart because it doesn't seem to have the number of key changes in it that I'm expecting. So I think that's a simplified one. Let's just put Tarzan in. Are there any other animated films I should be considering songs from, guys? Like, I sort of tossed back and forth with maybe doing some Studio Ghibli stuff, but I've decided against it because they haven't asked. I feel like if they wanted Studio Ghibli, it would have been in the ceremony. Yeah, that's actually in the key that I did it the other day. So that's You'll Be in My Heart. Wow, if you put in Tarzan, you'll get You'll Be in My Heart and nothing else. Son of Man, there it is. It's a really cool song. It's a really cool song. That's the Broadway musical version of it as well. So sod it. Let's do that because that looks extra as heck. Okay. I favoured the Jungle Book, but I wasn't sure about suggesting it for this. Actually, I could probably get away with a Jungle Book tune. Because you've got the Bare Necessities, which is just a nice light background tune, and then you've got I Want to Be Like You. I think both of those are excellent choices. So, yeah, they're not like super weddingy, but this is Drinks Reception, so I think we can get away with one or two. I mean, we've got like I Just Can't Wait to Be King and Under the Sea in there and stuff. So happier tunes like that are a great shout. Bare Necessities. I can't believe I don't have the Bare Necessities in here. We are just filling my iPad with Disney tunes right now, which is great. I also need to try Belle at some point, because that is not the easiest tune. That's a chord. Try to do this one-handed is not ideal. Okay. No, chat, I don't know what the highlighted bits mean. Sometimes the app just glitches out and does that, but I don't care. I ignore them anyway. Which is kind of the opposite of what you're supposed to do. When you... Oh! Mollipod Treasure Planet is a great idea. Yes. Absolutely. It's kind of backgroundy enough and inoffensive enough that if anyone doesn't know what it is, it's not a problem. But if anyone does know what it is, they'll really love it. We have No Unworthy to thank for that one because they were the one who asked me to do that originally on stream, and I fell in love with... It's the Goo Goo Dolls that do the tune. Oh, what's it called, though? What is it called? Oh, if someone can find that out for me, I would really appreciate that. I think... Do I have a proper version of this? That is a Barbershop Quartet version. I Want to Be Like You. I also really like there's the Robbie Williams, Ollie Murs duet version of this. Yeah, which I can improvise off that chart. That's fine. What did we say? Pinocchio, when you wish upon a star. Absolutely. When you wish. When you wish upon a star. When you. By the way, chat, just so you know, we got a pretty. Want to be like, who? Yeah, exactly. Just so you know, chat, like we got a hard cutoff of just after 12 today because I have to go and get ready for this ceremony as well. This is quite a short. Yeah. But we'll do it. We'll do this one lounge jazz style. Oh, this is lovely. Lots of tunes. Okay, I want to give Belle a go once I put Treasure Planet in here. Flushed Away, I don't think is the right vibe. Certainly not well known enough. When You Wish Upon a Star. But I do think When You Wish Upon a Star is a great, great shout. Are they into Corpse Bride? I did think about that one, actually, and I decided against it because what I've found in my experience is that if someone wants Corpse Bride, it's going to come with the siding of, like, My Chemical Romance and sort of Metallica tunes and things like that. So, and I feel like if they're not into the Nightmare Before Christmas sort of like aesthetic and vibe, then that one might be a bit of a mistake. Great shout though. Also, a lot of the stuff from Corpse Bride is kind of depressing, even though it is a very, very well written. What is the one from Treasure Planet called? Do I have it saved? I don't have it saved on the Treasure Planet. Does anyone know, chat? Does anyone know? I might have to Google this. Treasure Planet. I love that film. No, not Treasure by Bruno Mars. Treasure Planet. I'm Still Here. That's it. Thank you, Mollypod. Okay, that is a lot of tunes. I'm hoping that's plenty. Let's have a go at Belle, because this is quite a fiddly tune. I've never played it before. Pastorally, let me just hear this intro, because I don't immediately recognize it, so I don't know how it's supposed to go. It's actually in a different key as well, which I'm not worried about. Yeah, this is all very lovely. Little town in a very good village. Okay. And I think we just need to be careful not to take it too fast when it gets going. Fine. Let's have a go at Belle, chat. I might not do this one. Belle and her books, not giving a damn what others think of her. Right, got to get ready as we're going swimming. Yay, fitness, everyone behave. Have a great time, Mollypod. Swim sounds perfect in this weather. I completely agree. I'm looking for recipes, and the Good Food app just wants me to buy their subscriptions. I just want a tiramisu recipe. Oh, Queen. Honestly, AI is pretty good for that. It's not like I've asked it for a lot of recipe inspiration. It's been pretty consistently good, but only because I have a lot of cooking knowledge and experience, and I've been able to sort of adjust and tweak things as we go. So you could give that a go. Okay. Great. What was the middle section of this that I was just like, what is going on there? I think that'll be fine if I just take it a bit slow, to be honest. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I don't think I need to try any of that again. There was another film that occurred to me in the middle of that. I was just like, how have I not put that in there? I feel like, oh, Hercules. That's why. That's the one. Go the distance. And we'll do the credits version with the bridge in it. Nope, that is the vocal spectrum transcription. I should really organize these better, shouldn't I? Yes, this is it. I feel like Zero to Hero might be a bit much for wedding drinks. Oh, I Won't Say I'm in Love, though, is a great shout. It's not the right tune, but I won't say I'm in love. I think it's a great idea. Have I missed any obvious Disney films, guys? I feel like I've missed like something really obvious. I feel like I've missed Frozen. First, should I? What's the one where they're just like sandwiches? What's that one? Not For the First Time in Forever. The other one. Oh, if I just search Frozen, I'm sure it's just Let It Go that'll come up in 1,000 different versions of it at that. For the First Time in Forever is a great tune. This is not an easy tune. Love is an Open Door. Yes. I don't know if I'm going to do it for the first time in forever. I'm going to put it in the list in case I'm feeling bold and no one's listening. In fact, I will try it now, and if it goes well, we'll do it. Because I just think it's got... I think it just ticks all the boxes, you know. And I know we've gone very, very Disney heavy on this. I'm okay with that. And if there's any Pixar tunes that people think I should do, like I thought about Toy Story 2 When She Loved Me, and I was like, it's not the right vibe. First Time in Forever. Should I do Let It Go as well? I guess. If anyone has any dessert recipes, please don't hesitate to throw them at me. Look up what a lemon posset is. I made that for the first time recently, and it was very, very easy and very delicious and perfect for this weather. Love is an Open Door. And Let It Go. I can't not do Let It Go. What about Almost There? Almost There from Princess and the Frog. Princess and the Frog has some amazing music. I should probably try some of these. And When We're Human is a great tune. I really like that one. Dig a Little Deeper from Princess and the Frog is also a very, very good song. So we're going to do all three of those, I think. I wish that opening song from Tangled was more complete and didn't just sort of fade out. Is Coco well known, do you think? Yeah, Remember Me, I think, is a great shout. Although, remember me, though I have to say goodbye. Remember, like, is that the right sentiment for a wedding? I don't know. I might put it in there and sort of make a call when I get there. Who knows? Maybe someone will even request it. But let me do Princess and the Frog first. Oh, shoot. I can't spell frog. There it is. When we're human. My hand's not big enough. I will play this properly in a second. I didn't know this was a Randy Newman one. It sort of makes sense when you hear it, though. I like this one. It's just got a bunch of key changes. It's really, like, feel good. It's just a classic sort of, like, Disney-style tune. I think with that, though, we probably have enough. So I'll probably spend the last 20 minutes of this stream just playing stuff that looks a little sketch or difficult. When we're human. Dig a little deeper. I think is a great tune as well. The gospel tune from the back end of that film. All those repeats are same page aside from this one. Okay. All right. Gotta dig a little deeper. I might have to try that one because I'm not super familiar with it, but I do remember it being a really, really great tune. Is that it? Don't matter what you look like. Yeah, this is it. Am I missing anything obvious from Hercules? Should I be doing Zero to Hero is the real question, chat. Do we think Zero to Hero will scan well? I think it might be a bit too heavy. Tiramisu cheesecake. Whew. I might do Bella Notte from Lady and the Tramp as well, actually. That might be a bit old. Might be the wrong generation. Hero, hero. I wish Pixar had more musical films. I'll be honest, I didn't see that Hercules one. What do you mean? Didn't see? As in you've never watched Hercules? Because if that's true, that is a crime. Yeah, Miss DJ Modis, you should fix that immediately. That is an incredible, incredible work of art. Okay, right, chat. I need a wee. I'll be right back. Okay, right. I need recipes that don't have alcohol because I work in a nursery. It's a bit sketchy to see a chef waltzing in a kitchen that serves food for babies with bottles of brandy. That does sound a little bit sketch. Maybe don't feed alcohol to babies. Zero to Hero. Where is it? There it is. Okay. All right, chat. Oh, Pocahontas. Colors of the it's Colors of the Wind and Just Around the River Bend are the big ones, aren't they? Just around the river bend. That's a great tune. I've had plenty. They call it the Disney Renaissance, don't they? Like when they had just hit after hit after hit after hit. Guys, what was the Cyndi Lauper song from the film about the two brothers who bring back their dad? They're like blue and they look kind of like goblin troll creatures, and it's a little bit D&D themed. What is that film even called? I can't remember. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Like, am I making that up? I feel like there's a country tune, and I feel like it was Cyndi Lauper. I feel like it was a great song. Is it called Home? Or something like that? True Colors. No. No, it's from... So there's a Disney film about these two brothers who bring their dad back to life, but only like the bottom half of him, so he's just a pair of legs. Or something like that. I know the film you're talking about. What's the film called? Help me out, chat. Colors of the Wind. Yeah, this one will be fine. I've played this a million times. Outcasts or something like that? Oh, that's not it. What's it called? Chat, help me. Help me. Be my Google, please. Don't make me ask ChatGPT. Colours of the Wind. I'm going to insist on spelling it the UK way, because I'm a UK person. Sadly. Okay. We got a DS. We got a coder. There's the two coder. Great. And that's done. What is it called? What is it called? Shoot. Disney film with two brothers who... Home is the Purple Aliens. It's not that. Bring their dad's legs back. Onward. Onward is what it's called. I am looking. Onward is what it's called. What's the song that's in Onward? Is it Carried Me With You? That's it. Oh, maybe I should be looking at Brother Bear as well. Shoot. Carried Me With You. We'll do that one. Brandy I was not Cyndi Lauper. Okay. We'll put this one in there because that'll be nice for... It's just a really, really lovely sentimental song that fits wedding vibe well. I haven't seen the film, I've only seen the trailers. It's quite a good film. The Good Dinosaur was the same composers, but I don't recall there being a song in The Good Dinosaur that was iconic enough to be recognised. Carried Me With You. Okay, we got to stop. We got to actually play some of these because I'm gonna have to go soon. Okay. At some point, I'm going to have to go through my song list and make sure all these Disney tunes are in there, because they are great. Right, let's go through this list. Right, Married Life Up. I should probably have a go. iPad mirror has frozen. So it has. Interesting. When did that happen? When did that happen? Program has been minimized. There we go. Thank you for letting me know. A lot of these are tunes that I know very well. Tried that one earlier. Bell we had a go at. Know all these. I know all these. That's fine. I know that one. I should try this one. That's fine. That's all fine. Cool. That's fine. Son of Man I've not done before. I do miss DJ Modius. This is all the same, they're just in a different key. Fine. I absolutely do have Can You Feel the Love Tonight. It was one of the ones that I put in before stream, all the way near the top. Let's try this one. We're gonna do this in a sort of like lounge style. That'll be fine. That'll be really nice on a day like today as well. Don't need to do that one. Don't need to do these ones. First time in forever I should have a go at. My God. This first run. A bit slower. Key change. Honestly, Mr. DJ Modus, like a lot of Frozen is a lot more complicated than people give it credit for. It's incredible writing by the Lopez's. And also, partially, Almost There by Princess and the Frog is in the list already. Oh, Into the Unknown. Into the Unknown. Oh, that's such a good shout. Absolutely. I love playing that one. I can't remember which version it is, so I'll just put both in. Let's carry on with this. What a big tune. What a big, big tune. Love is an Open Door is fine. Let me snooze those ads again. Almost There. Yeah, we got this one. I think you're going to do really great today. Thank you, Miss DJ Modius. I really appreciate that. New Orleans jazz is so much harder than people give it credit for. Stretch! Everybody stretch. No. We're on to our second glass. Which honestly we should have been on a lot earlier than now. Okay, thank you for the hydrate, thank you for the stretch. I gotta go. Let's find out which version of Into the Unknown. Oh, not that one. That looks a mess. That'll be fine. We've done that one before. In the unknown. What a great tune. And then Dig a Little Deeper, I think, is the last one that I've not done before. Ah, that way. Gospel. Just a Blue, I will be seeing you on for sure. Well, Just a Blue, you are just in time to raid out. Thank you very much to everyone who has come in for the stream today, but the time has come for me to actually go and get ready for this wedding. So, I believe our friend Mamiko is streaming piano requests. So if you've not had your fill of requests, because I've not been taking requests today, in fact, I've not taken requests in a while for reasons, then you can get your fill of requests here. But you know how this works, guys. Grab the raid message, throw it in the chat so it's ready, copy and pasted, ready to go. Have a good gig. Thank you very much, Paginator. Thank you to everyone who subscribed this stream. Thank you, Wolfskin. Thank you, Mollypod. Thank you for the bits, Plusonic as well. Always, always appreciated. Thank you to everyone who has just come in, listened, and vibed. Your time and attention are worth so much more than your money these days, and I really, really appreciate every single one of you, even if you were just here for a couple of minutes. Thank you, Miss DJ Modius. We're going to read out. I will be back on Sunday with Electric Lounge, which has been games. It might not be games. It might be music on Sunday. I haven't decided. I have 3 very intense gigs today, tomorrow, and Saturday. But I would like to, because we missed Tuesday's stream, I would like to do some music for you guys on Sunday. Maybe. We'll see what happens. Who knows? It's been fun. Beat the heat. Have a great time. And let's go show some love to Mamiko. I will see you guys very shortly. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for a lovely, lovely stream. See you all soon. Bye. Bye. Oh my gosh. There we go. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.